They say that living in the future can make you anxious. Living in the past can make you depressed. So it makes sense to live in the present moment, but it's not always that easy to do. One quick method is to reawaken your senses. So for me right now, it's feeling the sun on my face, listening to the birds in the trees, and noticing my breath. So is it shallow or deep? Then trying to slow it down a little bit. And that's enough to bring you back. So, how do you keep in the present moment?
The world's a beautiful place and there's lots of great people. I think people are important.
I always go for a morning walk, pop a podcast in. I usually try and go down to the beach and go to boot camp.
On today's show, Shane Crawford shares his tips on staying in shape, the bubbly Lola Berry drops in, and Dr. Jane is back with some tips and tricks of the trade.
Happy, happy, happiness.
Shannon Harvey is a journalist and filmmaker, and her story is a fascinating one.
I was 24 years old when I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, Sjogren's disease. It's essentially where my immune system was attacking my healthy tissues in my body, causing arthritis and inflammation all through my body.
Wow.
There were days where I was in so much pain that I walked with a limp.
Wow.
I had a lot of trouble sleeping, my muscles would often spasm, and my doctor said that if the illness progressed, that I could end up in a wheelchair or with organ failure or trouble having children before I turned 30.
Shannon refused to let the diagnosis overcome her.
Over the years, I tried everything. I was very dedicated to taking my doctor's advice, and I took all my medication, and when that didn't make me feel any better and had a lot of side effects, then I turned to alternatives. And I spent $30,000 looking for answers.
Wow.
So then one day I came across a document written by a man named Craig Hassard, and it was outlining all the new evidence that we have that has emerged with thanks to the development of new technology, which demonstrates that there is a link between our mind, body and health. And that document gave me a path to follow. I realised that when it comes to my body, there was no single answer. In order to find good health, what I needed to do was to take a whole person, whole life approach. Not only did I need to make sure I was getting enough sleep and eating a really healthy diet full of fruit and vegetables, but I also needed to manage my chronic stress levels and balance my emotions. I began meditating daily, and that was really the beginning for me.
As she began her path of discovery, she enlisted the help of world-famous experts.
I just emailed them. I said to them, I'm an investigative health journalist, I have an autoimmune disease, and I'm looking for answers, and I want those answers to be grounded in evidence. And to my delight and to my surprise, all of them said yes.
And then came the documentary.
I'm really grateful for the time that I've spent doing all that research, and what I really hope is that I can share it with others. I interviewed Jon Kabat-Zinn, who's
pretty famous.
He's considered the father of mindfulness in the Western world. When he first began MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction, it was like people were falling through the cracks of the medical system, and he wanted to help them. And he said what's scary is that these days it's more like people are falling through chasms.
The deep structure of these meditative, and I would include yogic practices, they've been around for thousands and thousands of years. It's not the next fad.
We now have this incontrovertible evidence that shows that taking a lifestyle approach to good health makes a huge, huge difference. And the great thing about it is that it doesn't cost anything.
And Shannon's future looks very bright indeed.
Recently I saw a rheumatologist, and she said, you know, although you haven't cured your autoimmune disease, you are well and you don't need to take medication. And that's incredible. It's pretty cool.
Mindfulness is about purposefully paying attention in the present moment without judgment. Mindfulness partly involves immersing ourselves fully in our experience, using all of our senses and focusing on one thing at a time. Mindfulness also increases our self-awareness because we can observe our thoughts and reactions with curiosity rather than trying to control them. Combined with meditation, it helps reduce stress and improves our mood and sleep. Observing mindfully and acting mindfully helps us live fully and well.
Today I have some tips for you to keep your pets happy and healthy. Scout here is a 16-week-old Dashie, and before her mum purchased her, she jumped online and did some research, and that's a really important thing to do before you buy your first dog. It's really important to understand any specific nuances that might be important. There might be eye or ear issues, joint or behaviour issues, and it's really important that you understand them so that you can implement the right changes and plans for that dog to make sure that they live a happy, healthy life. A nutritionally balanced diet is one of the most important things that you can do to keep your bunny fit and healthy. Visits to the vet for your calicivirus vaccination are great too. Unfortunately, we can't vaccinate against the myxomatosis virus, which is spread by biting insects. So particularly in summer, when we see the mozzies come out, it's really important to protect your rabbit at home. Things like citronella collars or insect covers over the hutch can be really effective, but keeping your rabbit inside between dusk and dawn, when mozzies are at their most active, that's probably one of the best ways to keep them safe. There are a lot of things that you can do at home to make sure your senior pet stays comfortable and happy as they age. Things like maintaining a lean body condition are really important because a little bit of extra weight on those sore old joints isn't helpful. Things like low impact exercise, so swimming, which is no impact, is fantastic, and nice slow walks rather than running and ball chasing become really important. And of course, come and see your vet because we've got a raft of other things that we can implement to make sure that your dogs stay comfortable as they age gracefully into their senior years.
In amidst the hustle and bustle of the South Melbourne market is a place I simply had to visit. This is Happy Place, an eatery designed to provide healthy options on the go, as well as helping to find your happy place within. It is the domain of the highly energetic and incredibly funny Lola Berry.
You're meant to be here. Yes. It's like the perfect fit, right?
Totally.
You can come here, be nourished with a smoothie or a raw treat or a salad. And yes, it's going to nourish you, but we've put so much thought into it that it does feel like a happy place. I'm really lucky that all the little dreams and all the little quirks have been embraced.
Lola is no newcomer to holistic mind, body and soul health. What's your background?
So, qualified nutritionist, yoga teacher, but generally I'm an all-round health nerd. Yoga is the gift that I give myself when I practice, and it's a gift that I share with others when I teach. It's like if you do 3 weeks of yoga, you'll see changes and feel changes very dramatically. Yeah.
Okay. Add to that list a hugely influential social media personality and an accomplished author, using the written word to spread her message. This is your 9th book.
Yeah, 9 books. I'm actually not a natural writer, but I've really enjoyed it, and I love creating something tactile, yes, that people can take home, because so much of my business is online and social media and Insta and all that kind of thing. It's so nice to create something that can be held.
Yes. The new book continues to explore the link between nourishing your body, health and beauty by making the right food choices. So, let the tasting begin.
You have the I Love Oprah, so think blueberries, figs, oats. It's like the perfect breakfast smoothie to give you energy. This is the happy signature happy place. This is the one you could easily make at home. It's just got spinach in it. It's made on almond milk. There's some spirulina, some nani. That's my word for banana. Do you want to try this one?
Oh, sure.
Look at me. I'm just like feeding. Now, you're actually road testing this to me. We haven't even released this yet. This is a black detox smoothie bowl.
That's charcoal.
Activated charcoal, so it binds and chelates with heavy metals, good for any gut disturbances.
Right.
And then we've just got a little bit of coconut water so that it's to give it like the right texture. Yeah. There's pineapple ginger in there. We sweeten with a tiny bit of maple syrup. Look at that colour.
Don't get it on your pretty white dress.
The black colour is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so you will have black teeth after.
It's all worth it. And the totally guilt-free delights just kept coming. That is just far too pretty to eat.
This is our smashed avo, and we've got pepitas, so pumpkin seeds for zinc. We've got chili flakes for metabolism. Mm-hmm. We've got chia seeds as well, so that's good omegas. Mm-hmm. And it's all on buckwheat gluten-free bread. This is going to be such a messy segment.
Are you going to take a big bite
I'll
to
do
get
a big
over the
bite,
flour?
One. Okay, you're ahead of me.
1, 2, 3. It's a very glamorous business making TV.
This is too much fun. Can we do this every day?
Can we please?
So this is like a raw avo mousse. You wouldn't think avocado was a sweet mousse thing. So it's avocado, banana, and coconut milk. That's delicious, right? It's like just chocolate mousse. I'm loving that we're just having a little feast here, to be honest, like a picnic.
And the best was yet to come.
Snickers slice. No dairy, no refined sugar.
You're telling me that's good for me?
Absolutely. This is my ultimate. So it's got like a caramel centre and then a nutty base.
You're good.
That's my favourite treat ever.
This is my happy place. Oh, hello. It's Julie, Angie, and Adamo.
Hi, Adamo.
Now, Julie, you have no idea, but you've been nominated for a random act of happiness by one of your lovely friends who thinks you deserve a special treat. So, with a slightly confused Julie, we were off to Hot House, my favourite salon.
Lovely. So you've got a really lovely texture and the length is quite nice on you. So what we're going to do is look after the condition, make it really glossy and shiny, add a little layer and style it up, make it look gorgeous, sexy, fabulous and beautiful.
Oh, exciting. Thank you.
Recently, Julie was only hours away from boarding a plane for a dream trip to Europe. But fate stepped in when she sustained serious arm injuries after a dog attack. She spent weeks in hospital, had several plastic surgeries and an extended recuperation. So Julie, sit back and relax. We got this.
Okay, well this was an easy canvas. My job here is done and I'm going to hand you over to Jess.
It's going to help give you a much more fresher finish and also help your makeup last longer and not sort of go patchy during the day.
Thanks to Morris Finance, we've been able to put smiles back on people's faces all series long, and I just love it.
Oh my goodness, absolutely amazing.
And then we finished with a little supermodeling.
Make it work. You are making it work. Beautiful.
Mount Tamborine is around 50 k's from the Gold Coast, but it has a feel all of its own. It's affectionately known as the green behind the gold. It's a beautiful place to just come and meander through the street, looking at all the art galleries, cafes, wineries, but most importantly, the fudge. You can spend your time boutique shopping in the eclectic main street. But for me, I wanted a treat change. So where else but the Pethers Rainforest Retreat? And when I say tree change, I mean it. You literally stay in the trees.
That people walk into the tree houses and that's exactly what they say, wow. I think because when you're walking towards them, it simply looks like a tin shed. And you walk inside and, you know, they're bigger than some people's apartments that they live in the city. And yeah, we're set here on 5 hectares of forest. So you come and you just immerse yourself in the rainforest. It's incredible. They're completely private balconies, and sometimes people check in and you don't see them for days, you know. It's a place where you can sit and you don't feel guilty if you don't go outside. So they're all open plan. They've got king spas, so spa for 2 people, king beds, they've got kitchenettes in them as well, all private balconies.
And a beautiful breakfast with the birds. You can really just take life at your own pace at this place.
People are so connected in this day and age that they never shut off, and sometimes people will be checking in and you can tell that they're stressed or they're in their own businesses, and when they come to check out, they're different people, you know, and you just see this whole relaxed and no one ever wants to leave. You know, they hand you the keys, they're like, if I just and I think that's the nicest part, that you've given somebody that opportunity to just stop.
And it will be just plain wrong not to mention the amazing food.
This is actually Lola prawn prawns with a cold potato salad curry with actually Pethers grown avocado. And then here we have quail's two ways. So we've got the leg that's sous vide and then prosciutto wrapped quail breast. And then we've got duck's head of mushroom and some enoki mushroom. And then the picture piece on the side of the baby beet.
This is such a unique design, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't, it's a 22-seater, so we don't turn tables. It simply is what it is. So you can come and sit here all night if you want to.
When you first saw this property, what did you think?
Oh, absolutely incredible. I had my interview in one of the tree houses and I just walked in and went, I need to work there. And I said, I'll take a pay cut.
I'll pay you to work here.
Crawford will knock it down and take it. Steadies and finishes.
305 AFL games, a League Best and Fairest Award, a premiership, a successful media career, and Shane Crawford is just getting started. What happens to your mental health as soon as you've finished that? What happens when the door's shut on the footy world?
All of a sudden you're in the big wide world all by yourself. So I think it's really important that you've got something passionate to move on to. I think definitely the mental side of things is a massive thing, especially in AFL football these days. There's a real focus around knowing where everyone's at. They have a coping scale where players rate themselves each day so they can actually track which players are dropping off a touch and hopefully address whatever issues they have.
Shane is a person dedicated to charitable endeavours. And true to character, they are big-hearted, incredibly tough ways to raise funds and awareness.
Rode to Perth and then I ran from Adelaide to Melbourne, running on the road and on the side of the road and running up to 70, 80 kilometres a day. Yeah, it was a real mental struggle and also a physical struggle. I was lucky because I had unbelievable support along the way. I had a lot of families who were affected by breast cancer, which was the charity that I was doing it for. They would come and meet me on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and they would say thank you for doing what you're doing. And it inspired me, you know, and what it turned out to, it wasn't about, okay, how much money can we make along the way? It was about the hope that you were giving. Even if my legs gave way, I was going to find a way to drag myself to Melbourne.
Shane is now using his star power to help people understand the benefits of health. Now, Shane, you're also an ambassador for a health and wellness program?
Yes, I am. It's AIA Vitality. It's a wonderful program. It's a program for everyone. It's a program that monitors your health, improves your health, and then you get rewarded for it.
How good is that?
It's amazing, really.
Wow.
So, you know, you might get up to 50% off on flights.
My goodness.
Woolworths, massive savings there. Fruit and veggies can be very expensive. Yep. Endota Spa, which is one of my favourites.
Oh, I can tell. Look at those.
Facial and massage, yeah. So some huge discounts. Retail therapy, everyone loves to go shopping. So Maya, JB Hi-Fi.
Crazy. So all I've got to do is get fit and healthy and you'll reward me. And as expected, it wasn't long before he was putting me through my paces.
That's nice and easy, isn't it? Now what we're going to do is come down onto our elbows. Yep. In front, okay, and can you feel your abs really working out?
They're shaking
Well, believe it or not, we're not doing much, yet we're getting a real good workout. Well, the thing I focus on is you get out of life what you put into it. So if you work hard, things can happen for you.
To find out more about AIA Vitality, visit GMHBA's website and follow the links. Well, I hope you've taken something away from today's show. If you'd like any more information, just head to our website or our Facebook page. See you next time.
That was a great line. Director, I hope you use that line.
Happy, 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 happiness.